Alright guys, BLM here back more FF16. Continuing on. What were you doing? Oh, the requests, right? The requests. I think, right? At least it shows it here. But then when we go here, it doesn't look like there's any. So I don't know if I have to, like, I don't know where to get them from. But either way, it's nighttime now. I'll be honest, one episode here, that'll probably be it. I'm tired. It's also, like, I also have, like, a bit of a headache. So, yeah, I'm not planning on recording too much here tonight, but it's already, like, 2:15 in the morning. But I finished editing a video.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Mind you, a pretty short one, but
Here you are.
still to the point where that
You earned
doesn't
this.
do much,
All
does it?
done?
Actually, I guess it's a decent chunk of ability points. Do I want to use them, though? I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because, like, you can wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. No, that's not what I meant to do either. God damn it. Details. God damn it. Alright, what's mastering do here? As a third, okay. No, why not? Let's see how that goes. Oh, one's on the reading table. Or are they all on the reading table? Maybe. Okay. Anyway, let's go check. Yeah. Work today. Did after that, edited a video, like a really short video together. So that's done. And yeah, here we are. Tomorrow, before work, we might play more FF16, I guess. At least why not?
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Should we? So are these all here?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Wait, why aren't the missions just at them? Like, why the fuck is it, oh, whatever.
Hopefully it's nothing. I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Okay. So we'll do these missions. Oh, cool.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
But, so yeah, I'll probably play a little bit of this tomorrow before work, and then tomorrow night I stream.
Ask how you're getting on.
August
was worried about you.
Yeah, Wednesday I'll probably play more of this. Probably
even after learning the trick of that
also
cuirass.
edit videos, obviously.
Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
Super, this upcoming week's pretty normal, I feel like.
Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that.
Too interesting going on.
Just
gonna be working on videos.
Showed me something.
It's actually gonna be a pretty slow week
Never seen before.
in terms of shows, or no A&W. I will probably watch Claim the Fame.
The metal itself wasn't anything to
But yeah, no A&W, no Stars on Mars.
You could slice a
And then I actually already watched the Time and Change episode for the week.
So that's what's troubling you.
Yeah, there's not gonna be that much going on.
Troubling me exactly.
Which is fine.
Can't stop
Because I
thinking,
want to edit
how do you
videos.
get
And also I
an
want to
edge
finish
shot?
this game too.
It's driving me
Ideally,
mad.
I would have the review of this
If
game
you have to
out
do
next
it,
Monday.
break it on the curse breakers
If
with
not,
the
then the
blades.
following Monday after
That's
that.
about the size of it, yeah.
Both of which would be before
See
my
what I can
500th
find out.
video.
Sharper
which would be
swords are always
nice,
welcome.
so I can keep the schedule
We
same,
can't
but
have our master
too far
blacksmith
if it
being
isn't, then
distracted.
also, whatever. We'll see.
Sure as
But I don't know,
sometimes you
I
are.
would expect to finish
I
this
can't say I'm
game
not grateful for it. Good luck, eh? Thank
definitely
you.
by this time
Let's see what
next
Karen
week,
knows about this sword.
if I were to guess. I'll be pretty surprised if I'm not. Okay. Wait, what? Was I to talk to her for 2 different missions?
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of the mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's walking inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Oh yeah, I have to talk to her again, don't I? God damn it.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Okay, so there's that one.
Thank you, Clive.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, It seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Where's that at? Seems just the other side of the thing, right? Here, okay.
Oh, I'm never drinking again. Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Hope I didn't miss any missions earlier that were
Is
distributed that
this
way.
better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
Little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Okay. So everything else is elsewhere, right?
There's talk.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Did you hear? The gates to heaven hold.
I want to see.
So we'll probably just end up doing these missions in this episode.
What am I gonna do without Sweetwater and Oil of Talc? Still no caravan.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the
Oh,
occasion.
I didn't realize that's what we're doing.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt
Sure.
anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Yeah, what a revelation I definitely care about.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Okay, is that really it? Oh, fuck. Okay.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we going to do?
You. Listen. I've got this. Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room open.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf...
I'll be honest, dude, I'm so tired. I'm like literally about to fall asleep.
Bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Come on. Run like the wind.
All right.
I'm so tired. Can I not cross that?
Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Now, Torgal! Attack!
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end here. I'm so tired. Like, I'm literally, like, starting to fall asleep.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Okay. Dude, I'm so tired. We're gonna have that in here. I'll be back tomorrow morning. There's no fucking way I can continue. I'm so tired. Huh. We'll go there and end. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll play some more, I think, before I go to work. Yeah, for now. Thank you for watching.